because that's what messed it up last time. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool. Yeah, where are you guys located? So let's see. It's streaming on Facebook. Awesome. Okay. Yes, doing good, doing great, fantastic. In North Carolina, streaming on Facebook, California. Woohoo, me too. I'm in California. Oregon. Awesome. Lydia. I actually just met her today on Clubhouse. How's Oregon? Has it been snowing? Because I've been looking for a place to go snowboarding. Okay, cool.
Am I allowed to unmute? I hit Bachelor every other weekend, and it's one of the largest and longest running resorts in North America. So 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Awesome. Ooh, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna tag a couple people. So I have you ladies, a lot of the ladies that signed up here, and I think like 5. Oh, Lydia, you're on mute now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I stopped talking.
Oh, it was like, it was showing it on Facebook.
Oh.
It's because I had it up. Okay, that's funny. Okay, let me tag just a couple people. So, how's the weather? I am curious around the world because I am in California and it looks like it's warm, like it's sunny, palm trees, no clouds, but it's pretty chilly for Californians. Yeah, just go ahead and drop it in the chat and I'm going to tag a few people. This really helps doing this. Have you guys ever wrote down on sticky notes? It's my favorite new thing. You can jump it in the chat or unmute. Okay, I'll just tag a few people. All right. Canada, I bet it's pretty cold. Texas, I bet it's pretty cold. You have a sticky note wall? Woo woo! Yeah, I really love it. I've seen it a lot and I was like, I don't know about this, whatever, I'll give it a try. And it really like motivates you to be like, oh, I do have people. I have people that are listening, I have people interested. Ooh, let's get more, let's help more people versus like, oh, I only have 10 or I only have 5 or 20, whatever it is. I'm like, no, I have 20 people. Look at those sticky notes. Like, it's like symbolizes. I really like it. I've seen a few people do this and it's my favorite. Yeah, I usually make a list too. Yeah, Nina does this and I really like it. Man, her coach does it. I can't remember her name at the moment, but she had a whole door full and I was like, oh man, awesome. That would be a little overwhelming. Okay, so today we are going to make this fun, okay? So before we start, I do want everyone to kind of get out of their seat. I'll just do it for a minute and just move your body because this is, just breaking the rules. It's not the greatest dance music. It's the best I could find. Okay, so just get out of your seat, however it is. And just move around just a little bit. Just a little bit. Woo. I'm all about breaking the rules. Woo, 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 woo. Shake it, shake it, shake it. This is what I do before I do any live or coach training or session. Woo. Oh, love it. Okay. Wiggle it out. Work it, shake it, shake it. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Yes, yes. Woo. Okay, so as you can see, I like to do things differently. How did that feel? Oh, yes. Move it around, break it up. Oh, feel good. So that's what I do before even clubhouse rooms or client calls or sessions or podcasts, because sometimes you like wake up and you're just like, I don't really have the energy, or I'm not really excited for this. And then you're like, you know what? Just get out of it. Yeah, break up the state change. I don't know if you've done Tony Robbins, but we did that over and over and over again. And so now I'm like in the habit. And it's doing it when you don't feel like it. So I do not always feel like getting up and dancing, even though I may seem like it. I what I do is I think of my favorite song, the Coco one that I just posted on my Instagram on Sexy Biz Babe. If you don't follow me, Coco by Black Caviar is my jam. Like I can't not dance to it. So my first step is just turning it on and then just moving, even if it's just like this or jumping up and down and just moving it out. So Liberty says my teenager was like, you are weird. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Kids are so funny. One of my friends that's my age, she has like a teenager too, and they're just like, you're so weird, mom. I'm like, wouldn't she be called cool? So yes. Okay, let's go ahead. So first of all, for anybody that just got to know me, that is a-okay. You're new into my world. I just did a clubhouse room about this, and I think a few people joined. So to give you a quick introduction is I am a business coach. I'm a consultant, which means I not only work with coaches, but I also work with businesses. So I got into the marketing world right out of college. So I went to school for marketing, and then right out of college, I helped grow an entrepreneur's dream right off the ground. And then because I dove into that, I was able to, let me see if I can fix this. There we go. I was able to take what I was good at because I already used a lot of what I did, and then do it in a marketing manager position. So I kind of skipped all those steps of growing myself from the ground up because I just dove in and I took what I wanted to do. I learned, I taught myself, and then I used all those skills and helped a business grow. And so from that, I already had kind of the entrepreneurial spirit. And then I worked as a marketing manager in 2 different large companies for about 5 years. And then I moved to California, and I was just going to plan on working for a business. Like that's the plan. I was going to be a marketing manager and make, like 60K, because that's kind of like what the equivalent was from Utah. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. But as I was like growing my clothing line, also, I already had a clothing line. It's been about 7 years. I started very small side hobby and grew it up from there. I was like, I don't want to work for anybody. And I was like learning about all these different ways to grow a business and like not work for someone. And I was like, okay, I started exploring it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to give myself 1 month I had some money left, and I was going to go for 1 month trying to figure out like maybe it's freelancing, maybe it's there was a lot of ideas, marketing manager, Facebook ad specialist. Okay. So I dove in and I was just like, I'll just give it a month. Let's play with this idea and see what happens. And during that, long story short, I decided to be a Facebook ad specialist. Yep, that's what I decided, because that's what is going to bring in the money. It's easy to do. And like everybody, I don't know, I bought a course and it told me how to do it. So I started that, and I got a few like clients trying to build like my testimonials and whatnot. And then I went to or where did I go? I went to Thailand for pretty much a month off. And I was like, okay, like this is awesome. I'm taking a month off. It was right after I had my clothing line like blowout where I make a lot of money. And I was like, okay, like I'm going to return and do Facebook ads. But there was this thing in my mind that was like, okay, I could do this Facebook ads. I know this is going to work. I know this is going to make me money. Or I kept thinking of business coaching. I kept thinking of this thing that was like, I want to do this. I want to do this, but this is proven. And I spent money on this and I have clients. But this kept peeking its head. And I was like, and everybody told me to do the Facebook ads. I already spent money on it. I already got some clients, la da 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 da. But in Thailand, I heard of this course and it was like, how to become a coach and do what you love and embrace it and be a coach. And I was like, okay, like I don't have a lot of time. You know, my money's running out from my busy season in my clothing line. I have no job. I've been working for myself. And so I was like, okay, what am I going to do? So I just took the leap on buying the course. I didn't even commit to being a coach. I didn't. I was like, I'm just going to buy the course and see what happens. So I bought it and I was like, okay, this is what you do. And I followed her steps and followed my passion and then kept doing it and kept doing it. So I just wanted to share this story because all of my businesses started by like just giving it a try and just like testing it out and following my passion. It wasn't like some people, and everybody's different. So I'm a coach that teaches on everybody's different and you need to build your business around you. I'm not a coach that's like, this is what worked for me, you go do that. You go burn your bridges, you go jump off a cliff, you go like do it small. Some people are those people that can just build a business right away. It pushes them to burn the boats. I don't know if you've heard that. Let me know if you guys have heard that in the chat. Like, have you heard burn the boats? So burn the boats is kind of a mentality that you have to go all in. You have no other way. Okay. So you burn the boats, you go to the shore and then you have no way out. You burn all the boats. Okay. So some people thrive on that and they're amazing at it. Okay. For me, I was like, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. But I'm not going to lie, not having any backup plan and not having that for me did put me in a state of scarcity over time because I don't have a family that can help me. I have a very expensive place to live now. I have a lot of like things I'm paying for, school. I paid for everything myself. Car. I'm not one of those people that have a family that helps me in that way, like monetarily. Okay? So for me, it was I did it already and I'm just a super self-independent person that I just kept doing it. I pushed through the struggle, but I'm not going to lie, it was hard. So I'm going to cover a real quick thing on a story of what brought me to my lowest and how I got out of it. So I did get high ticket clients right away because I am very driven and I was already good at what I did and I already felt like I was worthy of it. But what we're going over today is what broke me through that first year of coaching of like up and then down and then up and then down and this like scarcity and then, ooh, I'm doing it and then down. And this like mentality of how I had to just keep doing everything the way everybody else was doing it. So this is about you. This is about honing into you. So first of all, before we start, I want to first see, what do you guys do? Drop it in the chat. Yep. Yeah, up and then down and then up and then down. And a big part of what I've realized now is they're like, go all in on the high ticket coaching, go all in. But in that mentality, it attracts people in this way that if you're not going to get that right away and you have bills to pay and you have no other income coming in, you're like, oh, like nothing's working. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go into that. So let's see. Business consultant, heavy on mindset. Awesome. Yes. Yep. The up and down spiritual and health and wellness coach. Yes. Reiki healing. I just did a Reiki session with one of my past clients yesterday and it was so awesome. Loved it. She could kind of see some of the parts of myself that I'm going to share with you guys today. Cool. Okay, so, you educate on people on skin, hormones, gut health. I love that. As you can see, my face is a lot clearer. I'm so happy I talked about that today. I used to struggle with acne for 10 years. Okay, awesome. So, let's start with this is what are some of the things that business coaches, people, husbands, partners, friends told you to do in business that doesn't align with you or feels icky? Love to hear that. Katie says, yep, that's basically what you did. Trying to figure out your title. I will say something about that for just a second, is sometimes it doesn't matter as much as everybody puts it out to be. I put a lot of stress on that title at the beginning. But yeah, launching, definitely a love-hate, not gonna lie. I've been hustling hard. Yesterday, my friends went out and I was up till 1 a.m. doing emails, but I was excited. I was in flow, so we'll talk about that. Okay, so what happened in that first year? That first year of going for what I loved and doing it this one way, where you have this high ticket coaching and that's how you sell, and you sell that and you're thinking, ooh, I'll just make 2 clients at 2, 3, 4, 5, 10K, whatever it is, and you're good, right? You're good for like the next few months. Yay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. It does. It does. But what I've realized is there's other ways to do it, and there's not one way. So that's how I coach. So what happened is I was doing great. I was getting some high ticket clients. I was like, ooh, yay, I got a client here, a client here, a client here. It wasn't super consistent. It was kind of like this up and down. And I got to a point where I was like, I want to get these 10K months. I want to get these 20K months. I want to like own it and do what all these people are advertising online. And so I got a mastermind. It's called 10K in 30 days, if you've heard it. And I was like, yeah, I'm a go-getter. I can do this. But I bought this in a scarcity mindset. I bought this in, they need to save me. They need to give me the details to save my business. I remember thinking right here, probably in not this chair, but an old chair, thinking, my business is gone. Like, if this doesn't work, I'm a failure and I'm done. Like, this is the answer or I suck. Okay. So I got this and I was like, okay, like this is the answer. I can do it. I took out a loan, took out a credit card, took out a business loan, and it was $7,000. I'd never done that before. 3 years ago, I'd never even gone in debt besides my student loans. Not at all. I had like an 800 credit score. And so I was like, okay, this is it. In this mastermind, which it does work for some people, fabulous. They told me one way to do a thing, one way to sell high ticket, one way to promote, one way to jump on sales calls, one way to sell on the call, do this. I remember asking on like one of our group sessions, like, hey, I have this idea. I'm really excited about doing this workshop or something. They're like, that's not what we teach in the class. And I was like, okay. So I just like, okay, this is what works. This is what I have to do. It's working for everybody else. I would see 10K, I see 50K, I see like, I just signed a high ticket client. I was like, okay, I need to do what they taught me. I spent the money. So I kept pushing myself to do this. And like, honestly, getting on calls felt stressful. Doing marketing now felt like I had to do it perfect and strategy and show up in a perfect way. And they kept saying, do lives every day. And I was just like, I don't have the energy to do lives every day. I feel redundant. They literally gave us copy and paste marketing where you're supposed to copy and paste it and put it on your freaking wall. And I was just like, nothing felt good to me. Nothing. I was working all day. I like remember sitting in this area and working just all day, every day, and having no fun. I stopped hanging out with my friends because I didn't feel like I was good enough to go hang out. I didn't feel like I was good enough to go work out because I needed to make money. I was like, no, I can't go for an hour and work out. I have to make money. I need to make money and then I can. So all of these things, you reach this goal and then you can. You get this and then you can. You get the $10,000, 50, whatever, $5,000, and then you can be happy and do all these things. Has anybody been there? Or is this just me? Yep. You guys, I've never been so sad in my life, so drained on my passion, my purpose. I was like, why do I even want clients? Like, I got to the point where I was like, I don't even want clients anymore. Like, I used to be happier in corporate. I used to be happier in a marketing business. So I was just like, do I even want to do this anymore? So yeah, who's been there? Let's see. Facebook. Yep, totally hear what you're saying. Oh, hey, Kayra. Hopefully I say your name right. Tortured yourself to reach your goal. Honestly, I did reach high goals. I'm gonna tell you, I've reached 10K, I've reached 15K. And it does not really feel any different if you're not enjoying your life on the way. It does not. I hit that goal, and I was like, I need more. I need more. I need more. I'm not good enough. I still have to pay off this debt. I still have to do this. I have to do this. And I was like, what is wrong? Okay, right? Been there. Yeah. I just started, yes, Liberty, doubting everything. Yep. You hit the goal and you're just like, okay, what's next? I have to get another one. I have to get another one. I have to get another one. I'm not good enough until I hit all of them. Or even all these amazing people on the wall, like, oh, I didn't hit 50. No, I've completely shifted. I'm like, ooh, I'm so happy for everybody that joins. Like, honestly, I've changed my perspective so much, and it did take time to get here, but I'm going to be going through it. So what I had to do is shift back to my why, which everybody talks about this. They do. But I was like, what really lights me up in business? Because I literally stopped liking my business. I hated it. I was to the point where I didn't like my business. I didn't like what I was doing. I was drained. I was exhausted. I had no more fun in my life. I was like, okay. So what I did is I took a break, which not everybody can do this. And honestly, I couldn't. I had to pay bills. I was very deep in debt at this point. And this is 3 weeks of, I did get a job. I did. I got a serving job for, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks. And it was literally just finding that money that honestly I made like close to nothing, but knowing that it was going somewhere, that brought me back into feeling okay and feeling stable and feeling like I'm doing something and I'm doing something right. And then taking all that BS that didn't align with me, because I gave it time to work. I'm a hard worker. All I did was work. So I was like, okay, this isn't working. I need to shove it away and just try something else before I give it up completely. So I was like, what can I do to bring some passion back in my business? So ladies, I want you to answer below. What is the thing that lights you up most in your life, in your business, in past things, in past jobs? What is that thing? Yeah, I want to see it. I'll give it a second because I know there's a lag. Oh, and you said you're on a break now. Breaks are a-okay. Tarika, knowing you inspired someone, making an impact on someone's life, seeing clients break through limiting beliefs. And through this call, I'm not going to be sharing that what I do is what you should do. I'm going to help you, guide you into finding that passion and purpose, and then finding what to do. So it's not what I did, it's what lights you up. Food, educating, sharing about food and recipes. So what's kind of the result of that? That's a good thing to like bring up. Like, is it helping people get healthier? Maybe they're living longer, maybe they're losing weight in a healthy way, maybe they're like excited to eat healthier food and not fast food. Like, what gives you that like, ooh, yay? Okay, so for me, I know that so many women struggle to make money in business, and I knew I could help them. I did. I'm good at marketing. I'm really amazing at sales and marketing. I've been doing it for 5 years. I'm really good at content. I'm really good at strategy, and making it fun. So it's like, I know I'm good at this. I just don't know why I'm struggling. A lot of women are like that. A lot of women are like, I am awesome at this. I am awesome at inspiring women. I am awesome at breaking women through limiting beliefs and getting in flow. I know I am. But they don't know how to speak to their audience. They don't know how to have fun in their audience and attract them. And they don't know how to sell their clients in a way that feels good to them. That's the key point. Okay. So what did I do? And this is, okay, Katie says, helping people feel confident in themselves and their abilities and getting to be creative. Oh, I love that too. Giving people hope and relief. I love that. Okay, so you need to connect to those, okay? You need to connect to those parts. So how do you do that? It could be a giveaway. It's giving back, honestly. When you're at your lowest, I was at my lowest. I was very low. I don't think I've ever been more depressed. You give back. I know it sounds crazy, but you give back. Somehow. You have $5 in your account, you give $1 to a homeless. I'm not even joking. You're freaking don't have a place to stay, you found a friend's house and your friend isn't there. I don't know what it is. This is maybe a little bit of a different topic, but and you like give your bed, like I know it's giving, and like when you're at your lowest, taking yourself out of it and how can I give? Because you're awesome and it does light you up. It does get your heart warm and fuzzy. It does bring you back to life. So what I did in that point, I didn't have money. I was now working as a server, making like minimum wage for training that I hated. I told myself I was never going to do this after I graduated, but I was like, I'm going to do it to get out of this. And I was like, okay, what can I do? I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give a week of coaching away. I'm going to make it all fun. This sounds exciting to me. This sounds I'm lit up. This sounds like literally I was excited to coach someone for a week. There wasn't like, I'm going to do this to get that. It was, I'm excited for this. So whatever it is that you're deciding, like think of some ideas. It could be a giveaway. It could be giving back donations. It could be taking someone under your wing and mentoring them. It could be doing this. This is like something that lights me up. It's doing a workshop for free. But if you don't want to show up every day, then make it like super easy. It could be 2 people joining. Whatever it is, you don't want to have the resistance and the stress on it. Yeah. So I'm going to touch on that real quickly. So Melanie says, I've done 1 to 2 giveaways and it didn't work well, maybe because of the way I wrote and shared it. Yeah, pretty much. So the way I shared it over and over again was I was really excited. And that is a big point, is you want to be excited. You want your heart to be into it. And then every single time you get deviated from it, you have to think of why you're doing it, which a lot of people overuse. So you have to remember those limiting beliefs and helping people and inspiring someone in some way, shape, or form, or helping someone. And that's who you think of. This is who I think of when I'm like, my first or second, I think it was my second day, maybe it was my third. It was my third day on this launch. I only did about 5 days, probably 7, but 2 of the days I didn't really announce it too much because I was on my period, just TMI. And I was like, third day, I think I only had 2 people signed up and I got into that. And you're like, oh, I'm not enough. Nobody's liking this crap. And then you're like, so you need to think of the people, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. 2 people signed up, 2 people need me. I need to help those 2 people. I need to help reach more people, not for themselves, not for this, not for that, but for helping them, for like getting your message out there. Get back to that excitement. Okay. So that's your passion part. It's really connecting to that. And I'm going to do like diving deeper into this, and we're going to have a challenge. So PS, everybody watching, if you screenshot this at any point and share it on your Instagram, we're doing a giveaway. And so share it onto your page and you're going to get a bonus. You're going to get a 30-minute coaching call with me. And then also throughout the week. So 5 days, I will be able to talk to you back and forth, help you with things. So screenshot it, maybe you do a cute face, share it on your profile and say you attended, like you're ready to own it or own it workshop, something, and you just tag me. So as we're going through that. Okay, so I got back to that purpose, and we're gonna like come up with some ideas in my group coaching program, but this is like, start thinking of things now. Make a list. And I want you to not think of the outcome, not think of if it's logical. Don't think of making money. That is the thing that got me to where I was. So I did that. I connected to it. And every time I got out of the like, oh, I don't know if this is the right person. Are these the right people? Can these become my clients? I'm like, no, I'm doing this because I want to connect to my purpose. I'm doing this to light myself up. I'm doing this to give back and help somebody and get that joy back. So I kept doing it, and I pulled them out of a hat. And then I talked to her, and the one I pulled out of the hat, I gave completely. I gave my time, I gave my energy, I helped her thoroughly. And in my head, there was like, oh, like at the end of this, I would like to get paid, you know? Your brain wants to get paid still, especially if you're in a rut. And so I'm like, you know, at the end, and I was like, no, push that away, push that away. This is just about giving right now. This is just about helping her. Give all I can. I'm doing the opposite of what that course taught me. So I did that. I kept doing that, and I helped her throughout the week. By her second week, she signed her first ticket, her first client ever paid. And it was high ticket. It was in the thousands. It was like 1,500. But before that, she'd never sold anything. And so that lit me up. And then I was like, okay, the next part is your power. Okay, so number one is purpose. I got connected to that, and I pushed away all the thoughts and all the training in my mind that I had to make money. And then the next part is, what are you fucking awesome at? Okay, so drop some things in the chat, and we're going to do some challenges in my group right after this. So I would like you guys to join, because we'll have some like prompts throughout the week and like owning it. And this also helps practice. But what are you guys awesome at? And I want you to say it like that. Okay, I'm awesome at. Okay, so this is going to be one of the prompts. I'm awesome at, not I'm good at, not I'm okay at, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm awesome at. So drop it in the chat, drop a few. Let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm awesome at. I'm going to give you guys a second so I can have a drink. And a lot of my clients don't know what they're awesome at. They're like, or just a quick one is like, yeah, I'm good at marketing, but marketing for who? Oh, I'm good at sales, but sales for who? How to do the sales? Like, it's all about knowing the juicy parts. Okay, so drop it in the chat. I'd love to see. Your Liberty is awesome at up-leveling mindset and sales. Yes, yes, yes. What comes naturally and easily to you? So, and then what do you stand for? Okay, so these are all going to be, I'm going to have some little fun prompts, but I am going to tell you, feeling stuck this week. Okay, great. So why don't you, I would say, start with something smaller. What do you enjoy? What comes naturally to you? What's a hobby that you love? Something like that. You're awesome at connecting from the heart space and continuous and consciously communicating. That's really awesome. Great. Naturally good at connecting and humanizing the experience of working with others. Great. Naturally good. See, people aren't always naturally good at that. One thing that I didn't understand, and I still have a hard time, is I am kind of naturally more confident. I have more of a fiery personality, and so I never really thought of helping people with confidence because it came so naturally to me. So sometimes it's those things that come naturally to you that are the parts that you need to help people with. So standing out online is something that's easy for me. being different or sharing the parts of me that is hard to share, I will tell you this, it didn't come overnight. Some people say that. They're like, it's so easy for you. And I'm like, actually, I am such a wild woman that there's so many different layers that over the last 3.5 years, I uncovered this layer, I uncovered this layer, I uncovered this layer. So I keep pushing myself to uncover these different masks and layers as I go. So my biggest one is starting small. You don't have to go from like you are sharing only some parts of yourself to sharing all of yourself. Or you don't have to share all of yourself. I still, even though I share a lot, I do not share all of it. The people who are like in my like tribe and like they get to know me in person, even though if you met me, this is how I am, you'd be like, this is me. I'm who I am. But like you don't know everything. I don't share everything. Like I'm in a relationship. No, most people don't know that. I'm not like blah blah blah. I don't share everything. I share what I'm guided to and what I want to, and what I feel is needed and inspired. Awesome, Melanie. I'm awesome at listening and being thoughtful. That's great. I'm honestly not the greatest listener. That's something that I've always been working on now. Yeah, just being vulnerable. Okay, so what happened? This is great. So what happened after I did this is I gave her everything. Every time the like sales part came in, I was like, no, I need to deliver the week. That's what I promised. Okay. So after the week, I was in my power. I'd already pulled out what I'm awesome at. I already pulled out what happens if they don't hire me. That's a big question. Write that down. And I was like, if she doesn't hire me, what's going to happen? Like, I helped her so much in 1 week. What's going to happen if she continues to work with me? So I was in my power when I was like, okay, now I know I can help you. And this is what we would do. This is what I would love to keep this momentum going. This is how we can work together. So I did attract this $5,000 paid client. Pretty sure it was in full. I can't remember. That was a while ago. So it's not do a giveaway to get that client. It's do something that connects you back to your passion and purpose. Commit to it. Commit to the freebie. Commit to giving your all. And then if you're in your power and you're having fun and you're enjoying it, then you can help the people that need your help after you find it out. Okay. So we're going to get into that. So first point is purpose, connecting to that. Second point is really being in your power. What are you awesome at? What happens if they don't find you? That is huge. We're going to be diving into that. And knowing what, like, your power is how you stand out online. Your power is your leadership skills, your personality. That is your power. That is what helps you stand out. So as I'm going through this, I'm realizing a lot of more points I can share on content. Is there's so many different parts. I kind of focused more on like standing out online, but it's all of these together. And standing out online is owning the weird parts, the unique parts, the crazy parts. So let's get involved a little bit. What is something that you're afraid to share, or that you shouldn't share, or you've been told you shouldn't, or you're afraid like your personality is too much, too little, whatever it is, like too shy, too much, too little, too bold, too silent, like too whatever? What is it? Drop it in the chat. Also, as you're doing that, I was told, like, everybody said don't do sexy biz babe. Everybody said do level up with Tia, like keep level up with Tia, like sexiness. Why would you do sexiness in business? Why would you do that? And so what I had to do is think long term in the future and be like, what is it, going back to my purpose? What is my purpose? Well, I'm going to tell you now. Part of it is helping women own parts of themselves online and being their authentic self, and owning their sexuality, owning their feminine energy, owning their sexuality, sharing the parts of themselves. A lot of that is sexuality, being sexy. Like I tried to wear like a sexy, like fiery top. Let's see. Being too much. Allowing myself to shine as my brightest, most authentic self would be showing off. Yeah, how would you be showing off? Lydia, what would you be showing? What would you be showing off? I used to be afraid to do those stripper heels. I used to shame people in my mind. I used to be like, why would you do that on live? You look like a stripper. I'm not a stripper. I used to do that. I was like, why would you twerk? I don't want guys to see me twerking. That's just for me and my guy, which I'm not saying, you guys. I do it because it's me. I'm not telling any of you need to twerk. I'm just sharing me. But this is me. That was part of me that I deeply actually did want to share to inspire other women. It's not like, honestly, most of my followers are women. So I'm not trying to like impress the women. I'm inspiring. It's like motivational. That's my passion. Going live and what to talk about, even if I somewhat have a plan, I might get off track and not get to my point. Ooh, that's a good point, Melanie, is as you see, I used to feel like, oh, I have to go in this block message and cover this and then cover that and then cover this, and then it like all just blends together perfectly. That's BS. And all of my live videos that I started doing and just spoke from my heart and just like let it flow, they ranked better. I got more engagement. People started messaging me. And so even on this thing, like I had a guideline, and it is good to have like a guideline to keep my ADHD in check. But, we're going through it, and I'm speaking from my heart and I'm sharing what I wanted. And parts of me is like, was this what I planned? But no, it's coming from my heart though. I do have a guideline and it does walk through kind of a process, but I'm sharing from the heart, and that's what connects people, and that's usually what people need to hear. Okay, so Liberty, I'm afraid to confuse my audience by communicating who I am and weaving that into how that helps others. Okay, so think of this. How is me twerking related to business in any way, shape, or form? How is pole fitness related to business in any way, shape, or form? This was before I have done a course now, but it's not. It's not. It's not related to business. Let's see. You're afraid to share your age, Katie. Actually, that can be super powerful. I don't know if you know Taylor Lee, but she was super young and she had to own it, and that actually made her stand out. So these things, and I just got chills. These things that we're scared to share are what is making us unique. So that does make you unique. Katie, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking. Ooh, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but Kira, I'm not sure. You were told you're too sensitive growing up, but it's your greatest strength. Yes. I've also had people dictate which names aren't to work. Oh, yeah, same. I've had people say like, "Oh, don't use that. Don't do that." That's not going to work. My second, like, this is my first ever, it was like a 10-week mastermind. It was breaking all the rules because they were like, "Oh, you should name it this. You should name it this." And I was like, "But I really want to name it Break the Rules." I did. I named it Break the Rules, and I got 12 people in it. It was my first mastermind. It was my first thing that launched off. I was like, fuck all this bullshit. I'm done with this. They're going to read my content. They're going to read my energy. I'm going to speak to my ideal client. And I was shocked. I was so shocked that the Break the Rules actually worked. I was shocked because it didn't have the result in it. It didn't. I do teach like sharing like your result is key in marketing, but I wanted that name. I was vibing. I was wanting to teach people how to break the rules in business. So everybody who signed up for that course said that's what got them to look into it. That's what they wanted. I was like, oh, it works. What I wanted to share works. My heart, my passion, my fire. What? So over and over again, I've been retraining my brain. Too sexy, too loud, too clumsy, show too much, lifestyle, being unrelatable. Your lifestyle is relatable, whatever it is. There's lots of humans. Well, why would it be unrelatable? I want to hear that. You're ADHD? Yeah, me too. So instead of shaming myself that I'm like, oh, here's a story, I'm going to share my heart. And then people who don't like this probably wouldn't like working with me, and that is a-okay. Because luckily I had a really good mentor that trained me right when I started, and she did this too. And I realized like the reason why I liked her is because she was a little messy and it allowed me to be messy. She was like a little like happy, passionate, like not always perfect, and I liked it. So it allowed me to be. So you showing your parts of yourself that you're scared to share also shows other people they can. I don't like wearing makeup every day. I was happy to do my makeup today, but this whole week I've done like quick snaps and videos and glasses, and I do videos on my Facebook group where I'm not very put together and pretty. I want to feel good, but I don't like wearing makeup every day. If I had to wake up and get ready every day, I would be not happy. It's just me. One of the other people in Clubhouse, they're like, she has to wake up and she likes to put her makeup on. She wants to feel pretty. And I'm like, I don't. I want to wear my sweats. I want to wear my hair up in a ponytail, and I want to be messy. I like to be messy. Okay. Yes, Melanie, yes. You don't share written or video about your emotions, but I think it would be good too. Yes. So, yes, you should. So that's going to have some of the homework is sharing these parts of ourselves that we're scared to share. It's going to be in my Facebook group, so it's going to be safe. Or you could share it on your wall or your Instagram and like tag me or something. But I would love if you joined it in my Facebook group. There's only like 560 people. So, and it's all women, it's all very inclusive, and I've grown it kind of slowly. It's not like I just add everybody in. So it's pretty knit. Yeah, you want to wear legging and lashings, no makeup. Yeah. Own the parts of yourself that you're scared to share. So we are going to burn the rules at the end of this. And definitely stay to the end because we are going to have a giveaway. And yay, Melanie says this question got me thinking a lot. Yes. Let's look at the Facebook group. Okay, Sarah, I've been listening while driving for work. Now I have to hop off. Okay, no problem. Same, I hate makeup. Oh, maybe because I show up without makeup most of the time, like it allows you to do so too. Because if I had to do my makeup every time, I just wouldn't. And then I wouldn't do the live video. I wouldn't show up because I don't want to and I don't feel in the mood. Sometimes I do it anyways, I got to push through. Today I was actually excited to do a little bit of makeup, but okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, what's your question, Melanie? Okay, next. So, next step is you can enjoy your marketing and pleasure. You can enjoy your sales. I promise you. You can. And it's learning the strategies. Like I am about strategy. I am about talking about the results, learning how to sell, learning how to market, connecting to your ideal client. There is a strategy behind it. There is. I am trained in it. I use it. It is in my work. But it's also allowing the fun, the purpose, the power, the freedom in. It's mixing it together. It's having fun in your marketing, having fun in your sales, learning the sales, learning the marketing, but finding ways that you can break these rules. So maybe that will be pleasure. So what rules have you been told that you need to do in business? What rules have you been told you need to do in your content? Oh, see you, Tarika. I would love to chat later. You can definitely catch the replay. We'll probably be finishing up in the next like 20, 30 minutes. Oh, goodness. Liberty says be on social media 2 to 3 posts a day. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I had to do 2, 3 posts a day, and if I made that a rule, and if I made that something that I had to do, I would not show up. I would not feel good enough. I would not feel enough. I would not feel like I'm ever doing enough. What I've learned is that my quality content, even if I do it 1, 2, 3 times a week, my quality that I put energy and I put the marketing and I put my heart and I put my pleasure and I have fun with it, that content, I could literally post one of those in a week or whatever. Let's just say a week. And that post can create 10 people that signs up to my workshop versus if I do, oh, I have to do a post every day or 2 or 3 posts every day. And then you get let's just say 5 people signed up in a week versus in that one post that I enjoy and I have fun, or I do a live video and I have fun with and I put energy to, I got 10 people versus just a little bit of there, a little bit of there, a little bit of there, a little bit of there. So now I retrain my brain that my one live video, if I put all that energy and I put that amazingness in, then that can convert 20 people. So I actually do not post every day. I am working on posting almost every day, and I'm starting to build that conditioning into I'm enjoying this. I have this. So that is something I'm working on. But don't ever make a rule that you have to. It's like getting up to that point. And then if I miss a day, I do not hate myself. I do not get mad at myself. I do not think what a blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, maybe if I would have posted today, it would have been lame and then flunked. And then now today I can make an awesome one and it will make up for that or whatever. It'll be better because I took a rest. Yeah. Yeah, Liberty says, I love doing stories, but posting isn't rewarding because I don't even get notifications. I actually turn my notifications off, so I don't even know. Okay. Katie says, I need to have super complicated marketing strategy in order to be effective. Past conditioning from my 9 to 5. Ooh, it's so hard to work through. So I am going to do like a group course. And this is a very hard condition. Let's not say hard. This is a condition in our mind that is very strong. Yeah, Melanie says no like trust factor. Not sure what you think about this. I don't know what you mean, but yes, no like trust factor is very important. Okay, let's see. That's your rule. Okay, so that's a rule. So first, that might be our first homework is what are your rules? And I'm just going to share my old rules in just a second. So what happened is putting my pleasure first, putting what I enjoyed, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, getting happy about my business, finding ways to enjoy my business. And it takes some new conditioning. It takes getting some rewards and getting some wins to get to that place, because then you're like, okay, it's working, okay, it's working, okay, it's working. And it is hard to do that if you only have one option to work with you, and it is high ticket, especially if you're in the business at the beginning. If you enjoy doing that, if that's what you love, if that's what motivates you, if that's what you want to do, then do that. Don't ever teach that there's only one way. But I will say what's helped me most getting this momentum and getting more impact and getting more excitement, momentum, and building and warming my audience has been doing these smaller offers, smaller coaching, larger coaching, having diverse set based on what I wanted to do. So it's not like, okay, you have to go do a smaller offer. It's okay, what's an offer that sounds awesome and exciting to you, and what price point makes you excited that even if one person signed up, two people signed up, that you would be like, hell yeah, I'm going to help those 2 people. Okay. Whew. And Melanie, if you wanted to answer that, I'd love to hear. Awesome. Okay. And do you have any blocks around 3K? If not, I want you to go for it. And I want you to go for it hard. And I want you to be excited and connect to your passion and connect to your purpose over and over and over. And it's like, fuck yeah, of course someone's going to pay me $3K. Hell yeah, this is my power. This is what I'm awesome at. Okay. So how can you make your sales and marketing fun? So I am going to do a 5-week, it might be 6, maybe I'll do 2 weeks where you can implement it, but there's going to be 4 weeks of going through this. So your purpose, we're going to be diving deep into your purpose and how to find it and how to bring out that fire and that passion back into your business and how to make it ingrained in your mind, ingrained in your content, what to promote. And then power, it's going to be a whole week on how to stand out, what to share, how to own what you're awesome at. What are you awesome at? We have to dive deep on this because sometimes it's talking to me to help me get that out of you. And there will be group sessions. So each week there will be a training and then a Zoom call. And please, I know people say like work backwards on your goal. It is smart to do that. It is smart to do that. Okay. But I also want to give you another way to think of it is what price point feels like a hell yes that you feel so good about that you're going to continue to promote it because you're like, hell yes, this is a good value. Hell yes, this is a good value. Like I need to reach somebody at this price point because it's so awesome. That it's like such a hell yes in your body that you don't feel like you're selling. So my $33 workshop for my clubhouse felt like that. I didn't want to do it for free. I had this resistance to doing it for free. I don't have resistance for doing this for free, but I had resistance to doing my clubhouse workshop for free because I know I was going to give a lot of like secrets and tips and like A to Z on how to make money. And I don't know, I didn't want to give it for free. Doesn't matter what the reason is. I just didn't want to. Okay, let's look at. Yeah, so I need to invite people to a call anytime I do a live or free things. No, you don't have to do that. If you want to, you can. And if you feel like it, you can, but you do not have to. I've gotten people reach out to me where I didn't have a pitch. It is smart to have a diverse, different types of posts and live videos. And it is, if, for this, I am going to sell my Own It course. So it is smart to have, some time to talk about it for this purpose, but you don't have to. You don't always have to pitch. Sometimes just sharing your heart online is what's going to connect to your ideal clients. And then maybe the next time you actually do pitch, they connected with you from that. They enjoyed that there wasn't a pitch. And then the next time you pitch and they're like, ooh, sign me up. Okay, so we have 2 parts real quick. So we'll probably just go for like 20 minutes and then we'll wrap up and have some homework and a challenge. And I am giving away 30-minute coaching. Let's just do, it'll probably end up being 45 minutes and then we can have like some Voxer time through the week. And it's my birthday next week. I'm 31 next week and I'm excited. And I think I'm probably going to do some type of something. I haven't come up with it yet, but yeah. So giveaway is going to go down. Woohoo! Yeah. I actually, just a little side note, break up the noise. This was my vision board, which I'm not as excited about anymore, but I put 30 on it. I built that before I was 30. So I loved it. And I was like, I'm going to be 30. Like I was making 30 awesome. And a lot of these things aren't really as exciting anymore, but yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. So how can you bring more pleasure into your business and your life? Write it down. Keep these notes, please. Write it down in the chat and also in the thing. Write as many as you can. Yeah, think about that. I need to get a drink. Yes, write it in the chat. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, what will bring you more pleasure in your life? We could even add relationship and in your business. Make a list, write it down, drop it here. And then how can you have fun in your marketing and on your sales calls and on your webinars and on all the other things? And the main thing is I want you to we're going to burn all the rules. Okay? All those rules, I want a list of at least 10, and that's going to be the homework. I think that's the biggest thing, and you literally need to burn it. So that will be the first challenge in my group. Or maybe you could even make a post and then you can tag me, and that could be also entered into the giveaway. You could just put it on your story, but I want at least 10. I will share my old burn the rules and I'll share my new ones. Ooh, okay. Yeah, keep posting. I want to see more. How can you have fun in your business, your life? So I'm going to share some of mine. What I realized over time was doing pole fitness. I don't know if you saw that post, but doing pole fitness actually made me more money. It's not like it made me money while I was doing it, but if I did it for a month and then I looked at it over time, I noticed that it kept me sane, it kept me happy, it kept me fit, it kept my endorphins. I felt motivated after. And so I changed my brain to be like, if I miss my pole class, I do 2 a week right now because of Corona. It's super expensive, not gonna lie. But I know that $150, it's very expensive, helps me make more money. It literally, me spending, even yesterday, you guys, I worked all day yesterday. It was fun. It was flowy. I did live videos. I did posts. I had fun with it. I worked till 1 a.m. It was a lot of work, but I actually had fun. I could have left and went and did St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, do I want to? I was like, no, I'm having fun. I had fun. So all of my marketing is always trying to have fun. It's staying also, getting that marketing out, but how can I make it more fun? I train my brain over and over. So Lydia says less time pitching and more time coaching. Yeah. If you want to do like a 30-minute call and you want to give all the value, and then, if they are a right fit and you know that, and you can pitch them and be like, hey, if you'd like to work with me, this is what it is. How does that work for you? There is sales tactics that work and that like help. But I am going to say, when I think too much about the sales, that's when I fuck it up. Maybe because I'm like more heart centered and I'm not really manipulative. But there was a call even recently ish that I did. And I was like, ooh, I already know she's a client. Like, I'm going to pitch her. And you know what? She was an exact client, and because I was thinking of the money, the energetic exchange goes through the call and it came off wrong. It did. I was bummed. So there is like a way to balance both, and it's not always like the easiest. It's like learning how to do the sales and then mixing it in with your personality and figuring out what works, and also changing based on the client. Okay, that's not always easy. So maybe on my profit week, we can go over different techniques for selling, different ways to do it, different ways to have fun, things like that. And I would say like selling is of service. Just like on that giveaway, my selling was of service. I knew that 100%. I was in my power. I was in my pleasure. I was excited to help her. I shared it in a powerful way. I gave her options. And what felt good to me was to let her talk to her husband about it. That's a rule, right? That people say you don't get to talk to your husband about it. Why? What if I don't have a husband. I probably wouldn't ask my husband, but I value women who want to. That could be a scapegoat, yes, but also why would she not spend 5K, 3K, 10K? I don't know. I maybe wouldn't in mine because I'd have a different relationship, but people who have that relationship, of course they do. I just don't, ugh, icky. Yeah, you don't have to push into the pitch. You can definitely find a way that works for you. And playing with that is going to be really fun on the profit week. More pleasure and fun in your marketing. Katie, how can you bring more party and fun into your marketing? So sometimes, ooh, you want to make it feel like a party. Yes. And a retreat at the same time. Yes, I would join if that was it. So for me, I was like, how can I make this more fun? Let's do a dance party at the beginning. Let's get up off of our asses. You know, who wants to do a quick little like 30-second, like get off our booty again and move around? Does anybody want to do that? Okay. Yeah, stretch your legs, move around. Okay, let's do that. See, I break the rules. Yes. Okay, let's get off our booties. I'm going to play that song again. It started getting pumped up. And then, yeah, we'll bring it back. So just playing some thoughts in my mind to show you guys. See, I'm just teaching as I'm doing it. Is I didn't plan that. And I'm going with my inspiration to break it up, to get us moving. My legs are hurting. Maybe your guys's are. I sit funny in my seat. Okay, let's find it. There it is. Okay, let's sit up, move around for 30 seconds. I think it's right. There we go. I had to shake it off.
So I'll drive till dawn with not a care in the world.
Okay. Yay. Yay! Take your time. Yes. Break it up. Yay! Love the dance party. DJ skills. Yes. I had to do, just a tip for that, I had to do, what is it called? No copyright music, which is harder to find. Otherwise, it would block it out on my Facebook. Yes, this happens constantly during Tony Robbins. It's how people can go 12 to 15 hours a day. I know, I was there 2 weekends ago. It was a lot. Okay, so all those rules, I want you guys to continue to think about them and then post it in my group. I want you to hashtag break the rules, and if you want, you can share that on the like a story and tag me. And then in the email, there's like a little like, I'm joining Own It. I should have put challenge, Own It challenge. That would have been better. Okay, so how can you have more fun in your marketing? How can you have more fun on your sales call? Fun transfers. So whatever it is that you're promoting, whatever it is, I want you to do it the way you want to do it. I want you to bring the more fun in your life. I wanted to do this on Zoom because I wanted it to be more intimate. I wanted to have these things. I wanted to be able to, you know, maybe not be on Facebook. For me, I hate being on just Facebook because you can't go on any of the things. You can't go on your different apps. It just closes down and it drives me nuts. So I'm very on Clubhouse now. And a lot of these people aren't even in my group. I think I got like 5 to 10 more today. So yeah, a lot of these people aren't even in my group. It's on Clubhouse or on Instagram. So I wanted it to be on both. Yeah. Okay. So connect your pleasure in your marketing over and over and over. Bring more fun. People connect to fun. That tip that Katie just said, she said she start practicing her DJ skills and make her events more like a retreat. How does that sound? Make it more like a retreat. Wouldn't you like to join something that's fun? Okay. So make a list of some ideas, especially while it's like fresh in your mind. So it could be like giveaways, prizes. It could be getting people engaged on the call. There was this moment. Yeah, we'll end hard stop at 5:30. So yeah. So, and I just want to do real quickly for anybody that cannot make it, there is going to be an extra $100 off my my coaching course, and it's already a really low offer, but it's only going to be for 24 hours. So for till tomorrow night, I would say. Why? Because that feels good. Maybe some people are like, oh, only on the call or only for the night. I could do that, but I do by tomorrow night because for me, I make my decisions differently. And so maybe I want to allow people who want a day to sleep on it. So tomorrow at the end of the night, I will remind you guys, I'll put out a email tonight, and there will just be a link, another breaking the rules. This is $100 off. Like, you don't have to worry about, like, I'm not going to do a sales page for getting it at this price. There will be a sales page, but I don't really feel like I need to do that. I'll do it for like the full launch, and it's going to be launching for a little while. But this is like, this offer is not going to be public. I'm not going to share it all over because I'm like, one day, those are for those people who really want to get that offer. So should I share it now? Should I share that offer before I go any farther? See, I can. See, I break all the rules. I don't have to stay till the end. Yeah. Okay, so regular price for my 6-week coaching, but there's 4 weeks of implementation, or sorry, 4 weeks of coaching, okay? So there's 4 calls. We go through the purpose, we go through the power, we go through the pleasure, and then the profit, which we're going to talk about just a little bit, which is the juicy part anyways. So each week there's going to be a training call and then a Zoom session. So that way you get some help with me. That way you get some hot seat coaching. That way with your purpose, I can be like, okay, what are you awesome at? Let's brainstorm it with me because I'm really good at bringing out what you're awesome at. Ask any of my clients, I could give you a roster. I'm really good at helping bring that awesomeness out. So that's why I want to give some like one-on-one. Power. That was for power. Purpose is like what you're awesome at, what you're excited about, what you're passionate about. And that is, I'm going to have a training, and then we're going to kind of go through it on the call, like where we can like brainstorm and talk to each other and hot seat coaching. And then pleasure, it's having that fun. So we're going to have a whole week of how can you make your marketing more fun? How can you make your sales more fun? And I'm going to also deliver tactics on marketing, what to post, how to attract your clients, how to like attract your soulmate clients, how to show that you're credible. Okay. So that's going to be the strategy and the pleasure. And then profit is going to be a lot. It's going to be, maybe that will be 1.5 weeks or something. Maybe there'll be a little bit more time. So it's 6 weeks, and 2 weeks are implementation and 4 weeks of coaching. Okay. So that way you have some time to catch up. We still have the group. Maybe we'll have a closing call now that I think about it. Maybe we could have like a closing call. That way you guys can implement it and then jump on a Zoom. So that's just, see, I'm going with what I like to do, but also don't ever compare yourself to me, because if you like to plan everything ahead, do that. Me, I don't like feeling like I'm in a box ever. So I'm very passionate. My voice, my being in the energy of people around me gets my inspiration going. So that's why I do things the way I do them. And nobody would tell me to do this. Nobody's ever told me to do this. So it is regular going to be $777. Like, that's crazy. That's like $100 a week, because we're going to do it, $125 a week, because we're going to do it for 6 weeks of coaching and feedback and a group and a community and in a Facebook group and Zoom calls and coaching videos. But today, so the price that's going to be the pre-launch price is $444. Okay. But with all of you guys on the call and anybody that can join on by tomorrow night, it's $333. And I'm only doing this for, today and then the end of tomorrow, because this is so crazy of a deal that I don't want to do it any further. I'm just like, anybody that's like, hell, fuck yes, this is me. I want that. I want to connect to my purpose. I want to connect to my passion. I want to have more fun in my business. I want to like just literally have fun and make this like fun, enjoyable, connect to your power, connect to profit, which we are going to go into like right now. So jump on. There is just going to be a PayPal link for now. And then, you know, in the future, if you guys want to join my pre-launch and stuff like that, that's fine. It's $100. Level up with Tia. 333. Level up with Tia. Okay, there's the link. Lauren. Okay, so there you go. You have time to think about it. And you can jump on. And one way I decide things is you're like, fuck yes, that's me. I'm ready. I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to show up. I'm going to get the results. This isn't, I'm solving like, don't buy this in scarcity where I'm like the person that's going to solve your problems. This is like, you're the person that's going to solve your problems. And I'm just going to guide you to help you get there. It's not, I'm not the savior. You are, but I'm going to help bring it out in you. And then you can use this over and over and over and over. And I think with 4 weeks of coaching and then 2 weeks of implementation, you can really ingrain it in your brain. You know, 3 weeks to start changing a habit, because all these things and these beliefs are freaking ingrained in our mind. And I still have to work on them. Like it still pops up. Oh, I can't tell my price right now, even though it keeps telling me that I should. I'm trusting my intuition. I'm like, share it while the energy's up, share it right now, and then they can focus on the profit, whatever. I do things differently. I break all the rules. I don't care. And it did not happen overnight. Took practice. Okay, let me grab a drink. I also have a lot of energy, so I give a lot of energy. Okay, so profit is a big, big, big part. Through this week, on that week, we will be going through so the number one thing was, what happens if they don't hire you? This is a big one, and I want you guys, this will be one of the journal prompts, and I'm giving it to you right now. But through this week or week and a half, because I think we'll spend a little bit more time on this one, is you have to embody the price coming in and you feeling good about it and that you're a fuck yes. And you don't have to be worthy to make money. I know this is so different than what people say. You do not have to like feel a certain way to make money. I make money on days that I'm in bed, sick. I make money. I made money when I had a migraine all day and I was exhausted and I let myself rest. I made money. You don't have to like feel worthy of that day or like feel super worthy. It's like you have to know that you're first of all powerful and that you can deliver something to benefit somebody else. You have to know that. You have to like, this is what you're going to take them through. You're having fun there. It's going to deliver. And then showing up consistently doesn't have to have any rules around it, but you keep thinking of your power. You keep thinking of having fun. You keep thinking of your purpose. You're going to show up. There's no rules to specifics. There's no like rule in the sky that you have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do this. But I will say consistency does help. Consistency does help. When I'm showing up on my stories, when I'm also giving myself a day off, when I'm like, I just break all the rules, okay? So profit, we're going to talk about the energetics and also, so first of all, it's going to be what happens if they don't hire you, what big things happen. For me, it was like, they're going to go hire some other coach that's going to push them into these sleazy tactics that they're going to feel pressured to do these tactics. And then over time, they're going to fail. Or they're going to lose their passion because nobody knows how to communicate on what it is that they really love to do. So these are the things. Also, with pricing, you want to feel good about the pricing. You want to feel like, okay, hell yes, I can deliver a solution I can solve a pain and problem for this person. But you also want to be able to, let's say if you're selling 10K, So when I sold at 10K, this is what happened. I was like, what could I do to make me feel good at this? And my coaching is not just 10K. Just wanted to say that. I go anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000. Depends on the client, depends on what we're doing. It depends on a lot of factors. I do not do my coaching like everybody else. So just, if you guys ever were interested in working with me, it's not just one size fits all. So first of all, it's what happens if they don't hire you? So drop some things in the chat. What happens if they don't hire you? So my big one is they could spend 10, 20, 15K on a coach that puts them in a box and over time makes them feel uncomfortable. And if they're heart-centered like me, they usually don't feel really good on selling on the call and being pushy and sleazy and making them go take out a loan and get them into debt and break their freaking household. Like, no joke. I'm all about investing. I still invest. I put things on credit cards. But I remember being in that point where I thought they made me feel like what would happen if I didn't do this was like I was a failure and like go take out a loan. And I did. And it helped me break through all those conditioning because I help my clients in a way that isn't that. Okay. So, yes, I want to hear it. I want to hear what helps you do that. Quick question, is it USD? Yes, and I do have Stripe. So I can send you a Stripe link a little bit later because I know Stripe is easier to do that. Or I also have Zelle and Cash, Quick Pay. I have all the things, Venmo, Square Cash, everything. Because I'm a business owner and I make money easy. Profit. Have fun on your sales calls. Get comfortable with sales. So we're going to be going over getting comfortable in sales, doing sales calls, doing the strategy, having fun, generating leads in a fun way. Generating leads and then following up with them in not this way that you've been taught. Not this way where you're like getting on a call, going through the questions, and then just like, this is what it is. Hey, pay me today. Oh, you're not going to pay me today? Oh, you should pay me today because of this and this and this and this and this and this. There's so many people that do that and they lose so many clients. This is different. This is what I want to tell you is that if I would have done my sales in a different way at the beginning, if I gave a little bit more options, if I would have been a little more open to jump on more calls without having to sell them, I would probably have double the amount of clients sooner. Why? Because I would have made contact with more people. And if you don't like sales calls, or if you don't like, if you want to do the sales in the DM, or if you want to do the sales by doing live video, if you want to do sales in different ways, or you want to do a course, or you want to do something else that doesn't need to do sales calls, that is fine. This is not going to be all centered around sales calls. So like my things I did the last 2 months was $111 coaching for an hour. I did my workshop. I did, what else did I do? 2 workshops. So I didn't get on sales calls for those. And then this, I'm not going to get on a sales call for this group coaching. Okay. So I'm not only speaking on that. I'm speaking on, if you do have high ticket, you're going to have to find a way that you can enjoy your sales, but it is important that you learn the sales process, and we will go over that. And it is understanding how you help your client and knowing for a fact that you can help them. You can help them deliver a result, but you're guiding them. It is not attached to you. It is not like if they don't get this result, that you're not a good coach. This is hard to break. We're going to be going over that. It's not that you're not a good coach. Some of my clients in the past, I helped them and they fucking blasted off and they made money and they did coaching and they did podcasts, and one of them wrote a book and one of them made all of it back, and I was charging 10K and she was starting from the ground up. But there's also different levels. There's other people that they work slower. maybe they need 6 months to really start embracing and doing all these things, and then they do it later, and then they start getting the results. And maybe you don't see it, or you see it, but they maybe don't see it. That's okay. I've watched clients shift completely. Their whole everything shifted. They were more confident online. They were sharing themselves. They were happy. They were free. They were taking more calls. They were like a whole different person from my last year. I did Authentically Magnetic, and they like transformed. And it's okay. I didn't get a testimonial, but I saw it, and that lit me up. I was like, hell yeah. She completely changed. Okay, so to finish this up, my Own It course is going to be so awesome because I'm going to be launching this for probably 2 more weeks, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to have freebies, and I'm going to have like stuff going on all the time so you can learn more about it. But if you do want to jump on and you feel that in your heart and you're like, fuck yeah, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I need, I'm going to show up, I'm going to own it, I'm going to freaking be connected with my passion, I'm going to own my power, I'm going to connect with my pleasure in my business and my marketing and my sales, and then fucking make that money by being you and by doing it in a different way and reconditioning your brain. We're going to do some journal prompts, coaching, and all the things. So did you guys have any questions for me? I will do a post on the journal prompt today. The first one is burning the rules. I think that breaks away a lot of the shame. Yeah. And then we'll kind of have some journal prompts through the weekend and then through the next week to kind of keep it going. And I want you guys to share in the group. You never know who you can meet in my group. There's no competition here. I don't want like sleazy like links or pitching, but I want you to share your heart, and you never know, like by sharing your personality, who you're connecting with. There is no competition here. One of my coaches and people in the past have been like, oh, I'm scared to share that this is my coach because then they might hire them. I remember my coach saying that, and then she told me her coach was Taylor Lee, and I never hired her. I did look her up, and I do follow her, and I do like her, but I probably would never hire her because she didn't align with me. She aligned with the other people. Yay! Yes, it is in the email. It's Sexy Biz Babe if you want to look it up right away, because I haven't even eaten lunch. I haven't eaten anything today because I've just been really on the go. Yay! Yes. Look forward to the prompts and the challenge, and you have till tomorrow if you want to jump on the early access, because honestly, this is a no-brainer, and you're going to get so much results. You're going to shift your mind so much. Literally, and you have 6 weeks to implement it, which gives us a lot of time to change all those beliefs. Who is excited? Yes, I know I gotta go eat. Oh yeah, before you guys go, what did you think? What did you get? What is something that you loved about this? What are you gonna ingrain in your brain? Or what is some things that you loved? Yeah, I'm on what's it called? Yeah, I haven't eaten. I need to go eat. But it's called yeah, I had to go a long time without eating, whatever that is called. Intermittent fasting. Yeah, intermittent fasting. Yeah. I don't usually go this long, but I had a banana right before, so don't worry. Yes, intermittent fasting is pretty crazy. I used to not believe in that, but it's pretty crazy. All right, yes. I want to hear some feedback. What did you guys think? Even if it's later and you're putting it on the replay, like I'd love to hear what was some of your takeaways, what some of your like things that you're going to do. Drop it in the chat, drop it in the group, even in the replay, whatever it is. I want to see it. Okay, so yay. I loved how encouraging you were, your belief in us, so that we can believe in ourselves. Yes. And on the Power Week, we really dive into helping you build that belief in yourself, your accomplishments, what you're good at, what you're awesome at, why you're going to be a good, amazing coach and like building that up. Yes, so fire. So Liberty, I would not say charging too much unless there's like some resistance and we can work on that. There's going to be on profit. We're going to work on some money blocks. Let me just write that down. We will work on some like money prompts. I wouldn't instantly say that. I would just say there's work to be done around it. If there's like this, like you don't feel excited to charge that, or you don't feel like you're ready, or if it's not a fuck yes, or like there's maybe something that we need to work on, which would be in that week. And then through the week, we are going to be warming up our audience. We're going to be sharing some tips to getting on calls or sessions or whatever your freebie is. So there is going to be strategy and pleasure. Yeah, your high ticket clients are committed. Yes, that's good. Yeah, one of my highest paid clients, she was one of my favorite clients. But I do now have I have a sliding scale and I have different options for different clients. Why? Because that's where I'm at and I'm happy about it. And I don't want to charge one size fits all at the moment. So it's what's up to you, and we're going to dive into that. So yeah, that is one thing, Liberty. I will just say that, just not enough volume. Is you can get more volume, especially at that price, but you got to get out there more. You got to have more fun. You got to have more connections. You got to get on either more sales calls or more connections or more community. And like being so like, fuck yes, I'm so awesome, that you're going to get that. And like, you have to show up more, and people have to know what you're doing and what the results are, which we're going to cover, which is under the power week. Okay, well, I will let this end in just a second. Yay, 90 minutes, not too bad. I didn't overexert myself. Yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you guys. I love you. If you have any questions about this, then you're like, oh, but I want to join, but this, or I'm interested, but something's coming up, like send me a DM. No sleazy sales tactics. Just let me know. Like, I want to chat with you. Okay, love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day and share this. Bye-bye.